Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Depths of Aonara, the subterranean 5e actual play podcast. From oldest to youngest, we have playing today.
Me, think.
You're not... Oh, did I say oldest to youngest?
You said oldest to youngest.
Okay, we'll go oldest to youngest.
We did what you
That's fine.
I'm
Okay,
Gaius.
Go for it. Yeah, okay.
I'm Torin.
And I'm Nazcor.
And I'm professional and knowledgeable. Okay, anyway, after last session, everybody has moved to level 2. They've gotten enough XP, so you may see them using some new spells. A couple other housekeeping things. I am kind of a new DM, so I gave them way too much gold kind of throughout this campaign and to start with. So I've converted any gold that any one of them have above 200 into copper. So we're now using some of those lower denominations of coins just to help with balancing and money and all that. We've also got some character origin feats, which we've made from their backstories and kind of who they are. So we're going to go through those real quick, starting from youngest to oldest, going over these custom feats.
I have Elikir's training, so after a long rest, I can use Speak with Plants one time without consuming a spell slot, even if I don't have the spell prepared.
I have Practical Magic, which, after years in the circus, you excel at the use of Practical Magic. I just have advantage on sleight of hand checks when performing tricks without the use of actual magic.
I have Arspara Heart, which means I can't use any magic myself, and I resist magical effects applied to me.
Ripperoni.
And I have...
Stalling tactics.
Shut up. And I have Bug Enthusiast because my whole backstory and personality is just bugs. So I have advantage on any animal handling and nature skill check related to bugs and insects. There may be some exceptions at the DM's discretion.
Okay. So I believe that is everything for right now. The past 2 episodes, we were all together in person. We've gone back to our regular virtual sessions in case we sound any different. But that is all the housekeeping stuff out of the way. Let's get into this episode. At the end of the last session, Drell Selenite, Kor's brother, has just come up. You guys are snapping out of this weird dream, hallucination, whatever it is. And he says, Kor?
Rel?
What are you doing? Are you guys okay? He kind of motions to you and sees you all like getting up, kind of dazed. You all feel a little bit dizzy, like the room is moving a little bit. He's like, What's going on?
I threw up a lot.
What? Okay, well, I don't know what happened to her. I don't know. It was just a nightmare, I think. Wasn't it? And I look at Torin.
I don't think that was a nightmare. Shared nightmares don't happen with elves.
When you say that, like shared nightmare, Drell kind of perks up and he's like, oh no. And he kind of rushes over to the pond that you guys had seen earlier, and kind of sniffs the air a little bit. He's like, oh no. And you see him kind of move his fingers and hands a little bit, and fire bolts come from his fingers, and he shoots them into the pond there. And after a few moments, you see kind of these leafy plants come to the surface, like he's just cut them. And the color of the water changes a little bit. And he says, oh my goodness. Yeah, that must have been... Wait, I forgot what it's called.
We're
Question
so
for the DM.
professional.
While you look, did I know he could do that?
No.
Okay.
He says, that must have been flummox reeds. They cause kind of this, like, they call it a mind meld effect. They cause people to have these weird dreams together, and it, like, shows you your fears. It's really weird, but it can be used for potion making and such, so I will actually take some of these. And he picks up some of these, like, cut reeds from the pond. He stuffs them in a pouch, and he says, anyway, I'm glad you guys are okay. That stuff can be pretty rough, but what are you doing here?
Well, I mean, we're runners. We're headed towards Bleakwatch.
Bleakwatch.
What are you doing here?
I've heard there's raids going on to the west, some undead attacks. I've been running around from place to place for a while now, Core, and I'm just trying to get away from these attacks right now. You guys are heading east then?
Let me check my map. It's like northeast, right?
Yeah.
Northeast.
Okay.
Like I said, we're going to Bleakwatch.
Have you heard about the raids too?
The skeletons
We've,
that we fought?
Yeah, undead and
Yeah.
all sorts of nasty things.
Yeah, I think
Have
we
you
killed
seen them?
some.
They were already dead.
What? Wait, what do you mean they were already dead? They're undead.
They're undead. Couldn't be undead.
I said we killed them.
Also, just as a reminder, never let Fink anywhere near a conversation that needs to be subtle. Because every time she's talked, I've noticed it's just like whenever someone asks a question, she's just like, "Yeah, we killed them.
We did that thing.
We did."
Fink is that
You know-
character that's really endearing but has horrible charisma.
Drell kind of looks at you and the four of you and sees that you're still kind of a bit groggy. And he says, we shouldn't linger around here too long. The flummox reeds can still have some effect even once you've cut them. Well, hey, if you guys are going east, again, the attacks are happening from the west. Can I join you at least into the next town?
I kind of look around. I mean, I don't see why not.
Just to the next town.
I didn't introduce you. Drell, this is, I know everyone's names. I'm not checking my notes. This is Torin, Gaius, and Fink. We're on a
Okay.
job together.
He kind of nods at you all.
Everyone, this is my brother, Drell.
That's why you guys look so similar.
He says, it's nice to meet you all. We really should get going. I don't want to expose you guys to more of this. I think
If
Numunz...
you have it in your bag, won't it kind of follow you?
No, this part that I've collected... So these look like... I'm not talking as Drill right now. I know the voices are very similar. These look like kind of the cattail reeds. And the parts that he's taken off, he's kind of gotten rid of the stem of the reed and taken that top part, like the part that would be the cattail. So he's taking those.
What did you call it again? Sorry.
Flummox reeds. I can put it in Discord here.
Okay. Thank you.
He says, "Yeah, we should get going. Is it okay if I come with you to Numunz? That should be the next town if you're heading eastward as well."
I don't think there's any arguments.
That's fine by me.
There's always safety in numbers.
I would prefer to keep less people involved as possible.
Why?
More
There's
people
safety in
just
numbers, right?
more people just means more problems.
He looks at you,
No,
Torin.
it's not far.
He says, I'll try not to get in the way, but I do know that I can hold my own as well."
Okay.
Okay.
So you've just been, wandering around for 4 years?
He kind of sighs and says, "I'll tell you about it on the way. Why don't we get out of here?"
Sure.
Okay. Is everybody good with that?
Let's get moving.
Mhm.
Okay. So you guys continue towards Numunz. We went over this just before the session, but just for our listeners here, they are about to get to the last town before the border of Rothheverick, which is where Bleakwatch is. That's the.
And where
the
are we
cavern.
right now?
Currently, you're in the cavern called Cardle, on one of its eastern borders, northeastern border. So you guys are about to approach the town of Numunz, which is the last town in Cardle before you get to this border of Rothhevret. The area of Rothhevret that you guys are about to get to is kind of an offshoot from the mainland, which is connected to the mainland by this big long tunnel. It'll take multiple days to travel down. And in that mainland part, a bit of a ways in, is the town of Bleakwatch, where you're trying to go. So again, the town you're about to get to is the border town before you get into Rothhevret itself. So you guys are going to travel. It'll take about another half a day. Is there anything that you want to do? Meg, is there anything that you wanted to ask Drell or any of you? Any conversations?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That was a good one.
That's the conversation. I'm ready to go now. We're done. I just burp at him.
Good to see
No,
you
yeah.
too.
I'm sorry.
What did you want to say, Meg?
So, what have you been doing?
He sighs again. He says, "It's a long story. I was traveling for a long time. I don't know." He looks down. He says, "After you went into the cave, things were very different. The family didn't feel the same. Anwar was over herself, or beside herself. Our parents
She was over herself.
were different. Nothing was right anymore. So I decided to leave, and I ventured around to different caverns. I went north, looking for work, looking for a purpose, I suppose. And I don't know that I've really found one yet. But I'm glad that you've found some work, it looks like."
Yeah. I've been running for about 2 years now. But, just small things, really.
I'm sure
Nothing
you
too
Us
exciting.
in-
And
Within
Don't know.
earshot of this conversation, or no? Are we
Yeah, I assume you're all walking together unless you think otherwise.
Okay.
He says, "I'm sure you must have seen a lot in your journeys."
yeah, it's been kind of nice, actually. I mean, it's lonely sometimes, but it's cool to see the world, go around. I mean, before I went into training, I never would have thought I would have left Moral. It's exciting.
Meg, roll me perception, I guess.
I got you.
Would insight be better?
Either's fine. Yeah.
I have a +5 to both, so it also doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That'll be a crisp
Crunchy.
23.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you didn't roll
Sorry, I have to finger
super
count.
low. No, you're good.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
So you notice you haven't seen him for a few years. So he left a little bit of ways into your training, and you haven't seen him since. So it's been a few years now. He was always a little bit more distant. Once he started to get a little bit older, right around the time that you started your training, he's older than both you and Anwar. You notice he's a little awkward. Like he seems to feel nervous. Isn't the right word. He just seems to feel out of place with you. Like he doesn't quite know what to say. You just pick up on that. He says, "Well, it's good to see you again. And I guess I'm happy we're traveling together. Have you heard from Anwar since you began your travels?"
You cut out a bit. Did you say Anwar?
Yes.
Not directly. I've been writing to Mom and Dad when I can, but it's it's mostly them. But from what I understand, she's healthy.
He kind of looks down a little bit again, and he says, "Well, I'm glad to hear that at least." And he kind of becomes a little more sullen. Okay.
You didn't come to the funeral.
His sullen look kind of deepens, and he says, "For grandmother, I assume?"
Yes. What do you mean you assume?
I assumed that must be who died. I was gone before you got done with your training.
Didn't anybody tell you?
I haven't kept in touch.
Well, I think everyone missed you.
He kind of shrugs and
Anyway,
continues looking down. He kind of becomes silent. You guys continue.
but you've been wandering around.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
You've been wandering around, actually. Maybe you would know. Have you come in contact with any druids?
Druids. I've seen certain tribes of druids here and there. I went through Herrig. There's a ton of druids in Herrig. I can't say I spent a lot of time with them, but yes, I've been across various tribes. Why do you ask?
I've been keeping an eye out, but, with work stuff and I don't know, I haven't been able to get in contact with anyone. I'm trying to find leads, I guess. People to talk to.
Leads for what?
It's sort of a long story. I'm looking for, well, have any of them noticed? Well, I guess you haven't really talked to them. The thing that killed Grandma, it was unnatural. It was this darkness. Something was wrong with it, though. It wasn't. I don't know how to describe it. She called it the rot in her journal, but she said hardly anything about it. We didn't know much. But I'm worried that it might spread or that it's happening other places. I was hoping I could get in contact with some other druids and maybe they know something. Maybe we could fix it.
As the conversation kind of shifts away from your family, you notice his gaze kind of start to lighten again, and his expression change. He says, "The rot. I don't know much about it, but I think I've heard of it through my travels.
Really?
Not much about it. Just whispers and sentences here and there. I don't know how it works. I've not seen it for myself, but the druids of Herrig probably know something about it, with them being so connected to nature and all. That's what killed her, huh? Not a wild animal or anything, but plants?
It wasn't just a plant. It wasn't natural. I don't know how to describe it. It was just this darkness. I don't know. But that's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, I wish I could help you more. That certainly sounds dangerous. I think the druids might be your best bet if you want to know more about it. Gaius, I'm curious. Hearing this conversation, do you respond in any way or say anything?
No, I'm definitely listening very intently, but I've heard Cora talk about the rot before, so it's not necessarily maybe like the details of this, like killing her grandma. I don't remember
Right.
specifically what all Gaius has heard before, but this isn't necessarily news to him.
Okay. He says, "Yeah, out east though, where we're heading, and well." He stops for a moment. He's like, I guess if you go into Roth Heverett, people might know about it there. They're supposed to be super knowledgeable and intelligent over there with research and all that. But don't know that you'll find much out about it in Cardle. I've heard Numunz is more of a trade town than anything. I'm not sure how much information on this rot you'll find there.
No, I wasn't expecting much of anything. This is more just... I'm just trying to get by, save up enough so that I could travel more comfortably, look around. A little embarrassing that I've been going the wrong way this whole time, but now I know, I guess. Thank you.
Well, yeah, and if I hear anything, I'll keep an ear out. He kind of like playfully like punches your shoulder, but it's like really awkward.
It's really awkward for me as well. I just kind of like smile at him awkwardly and like hold it.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else that you guys want to say or do before you reach Numunz? I'll take that as a no.
No, I'm good.
Oh, wait. Oh, I do actually.
Yeah.
I do actually. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'll fall back. How dare you roleplay?
Stop role-playing in this D&D session.
I need to go shopping.
I'll fall back a little bit, so that I'm walking with Fink, and I'll go up to her. I've been working on something recently. I think you might want to see it.
Oh? And I like lean in.
And I am going to expend a spell slot to cast Wild Companion, which I know how to do.
Whoa!
And did we decide, Jay? Is the bug okay?
Yeah, so listeners, correct us
Okay.
if we were wrong. We think this is basically just Find Familiar, but with some extra steps and quirks. So yes, you kind of do a wave of your hand, and this like translucent little heart bug appears, which you saw in what was that town? Heart Vader. You saw it in Heart Vader. They had a lot of heart bugs kind of fluttering around this glowing hang moss, and this has become kind of your spirit animal companion. So it flutters into life and kind of lands on your shoulder.
I reach up to gently pet it. What happens when my fingers make contact with it? Do I pass through it? You said it's translucent, or does it have actually form? I would assume it probably has form.
Let me double check what the spell
A familiar has mass.
Does it have substance? Okay. Yeah. So it looks like different, like a little bit translucent, but your hand does make contact with it, and it kind of like climbs onto your finger.
Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Thank you. And I think it's just like I don't even give it a second thought, and I just immediately like throw my arms around Core and I give her a big hug.
I thought you were gonna put it in your hair.
Oh, thanks! I'll take it!
You know so much.
Mine.
Big old hug.
I can do something else too, but I think I'll save that in case we need any magic later.
Okay.
That one will be a surprise.
I'm excited.
But that's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay. Bowie, were you saying something?
I was, but now I have to think about whether or not I want to do something.
Okay.
Meg, how do you have a staff or something, right?
I do have a staff, yes.
Okay. That's all I wanted.
Okay.
I'm carrying a stick.
What's your weapon?
Confirmed.
A dagger. Okay. All right. That's all I wanted
I
to know.
wanted to know whether it was safe for me to attack, but she is armed, so go ahead and
Yes, I have a curled, kind of gnarled, mossy wooden staff that was I inherited from my grandmother,
Who is now dead.
who is now dead.
In the ground.
Yep.
The grave, bro. Okay, so you guys continue on your way to Numunz. It is an uneventful trip. You make some small talk with Drell, Meg along the way, but again, it's awkward. You guys haven't seen each other for a while. Your kind of formative years spent in the cave kind of aligned with him leaving, so he doesn't really know you as well, and he just kind of seems a little bit distant.
I have a charisma of -3. I am not helping at all.
That's fair. You guys reach the town of Numunz, which lies at Cardol's northeastern border and acts as a center of trade between Cardol and Rothhevret. You guys don't know that yet. This is kind of a note for me, so I have to pick out sentences. To the north of Newman's Center Marketplace is the Upper Housing District, where wealthy business owners reside in large, exquisite houses. To the south is the Lower Housing District, where common merchants have small homes and passerby may find refuge. You guys kind of enter into this central marketplace and see a bunch of people kind of milling around. It's probably about afternoon right now, maybe early evening. Most of the population here is dwarves, and you enter into this busy marketplace.
Wow, there's so many big folk.
Are they that much bigger than you? Did you say big folk?
Oh wait, they're mostly dwarves. You
They're
just said that.
dwarves.
Cut.
Wow.
Rewind time.
Like a foot taller.
Giants!
Okay. I don't say that. In fact, I say nothing.
Normies.
Man, they're also averagely tall. Short. Neither.
You hear a dwarf at one of the stalls be like, "Hey!"
So are we just passing through, or do we want to stay the night?
Probably makes sense to spend the night. We've got a long trip ahead in the tunnel. Is that the right word? For the passage thingy?
Yes, you still have that subsection of Rothhevret, right? But you're not quite sure what to expect at the border, or if Rothhevret will be a lot different than Cardol.
Oh yeah, we're not even in Rothhevret yet.
Right.
Oh good. I think while we're in a comfortable place like this with resources available, we can take advantage of it. Not sure where we'll be next.
That's fine.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys are wanting to stay here for the night. As I said, it's about early evening right now, so you could, if you want to do some shopping, you can. If you want to look for kind of an inn or a place to stay, you're welcome to do that. And you're welcome to talk to any of the NPCs.
Nope.
All right.
I can go look for an inn.
That seems like our first order of business. I'll go with Core.
I might poke around some of the shops then, see if there's anything that catches my eye.
I'll go with Gaius then.
Okay. Gaius and Torin, are you looking for any particular types of shops? Just kind of seeing what to surround?
Are there any magical looking shops?
Yes, so you see a few different shops that might have some magic items in them. You're wanting to check into one of those shops?
Yeah.
Okay. Gaius, are you tagging along?
Yeah, I'll come with.
Okay. You enter into one shop with kind of a little wand on the sign that indicates that it might have some magical trinkets there. You come in and you see a dragonborn with white scales behind the counter, and she says, "Oh, hello, customers. It's unusual to see an elf and a tiefling here. How may I help you?"
I look at Tora and I'm like, this seems probably right up your alley. I'll leave the talking to you.
I have nothing that I'm looking for in particular. Just your shop caught my eye, and I'm here to see what you've got. Yeah, words.
You both roll me perception. Okay, so you got a 5, and Gaius got an 18. Gaius,
Wait, that means that I rolled a 1.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you did.
This is stupid.
Why did it not show as a crit fail, though? That's
You
weird.
suddenly struck blind.
Can I take this roll instead?
No. So, Torin, you don't notice anything. Gaius, you notice that this place is, like, spotless. Like, it is so clean. It's wild. Torin is kind of, like, stumbling around a little bit and, like, accidentally, like, puts his arm on a bit of a countertop just to rest against. And she is like, excuse me, sir. I pride myself on keeping this place pristine. I must ask that you do not touch the countertops.
Oh, well, sorry.
Thank you.
Your care for this place really comes through. This place is spotless.
Why, thank you, sir. It is my pride and joy. Anyways, you were asking about what we sell here. We specialize in the arcane, particular magic items. If you were curious in anything, I may offer spell scrolls. We do have a variety that you may look at. I've also got this unique staff here. If anyone would be interested.
Unique staff. Please tell me more.
Well, I acquired it a ways back from a merchant passing by. I believe that what it does is it floats things off the end of the staff. Small objects and the like. I don't have much... Wait, that would be a bad thing for a shopkeeper to say. I don't have much use for it myself. It would be, I think, for adventurers such as yourself. You are adventurers, I presume.
Essentially, yes.
Well, I'm sure such a creative item could come in handy in a variety of ways through your travels. Always good to have a trick up your sleeve, so to speak.
The way that you said it when you introduced the shop, the way it cut out, it sounded like she said, I specialize in pain.
That's what I heard.
The arcane.
I pieced it together, but I was like, what?
Yeah.
She actually pulls out the staff and takes a scroll that she has sitting nearby, kind of puts it on the edge of the staff, and then the staff glows a little bit, and the scroll starts floating about a foot above the staff there. She says, this is quite a unique object. I'm sure you can see some use for yourselves.
Is there a weight limit?
Well, I haven't tried it out too much myself, but I've not, well, let's see. She takes, like a heavier kind of crystal ball looking thing, and puts it at the end of the staff, on a table, like right next to it, puts the staff up against it, and then tries to float it, and it doesn't work. And she says, well, seems it only works for lighter objects, but again, I'm sure creative adventurers like yourself could make fine use of this staff. And if you're not interested, again, I do have a variety of spell scrolls.
I was hoping I could like levitate like Fink or something. just pick her up and haul her around.
To test my understanding of my feat, I would be able to use this staff because its magic comes from itself, correct? Or do I know that?
You...
Does this use like a verbal activation?
No. So, yes, I believe it's magical by itself, so you would be able to use this, guys.
Okay.
Most magical items are imbued with magic themselves. You just gotta watch out for ones that require attunement, is where you're gonna need to worry.
Yeah.
Which is basically every good magical item.
Okay.
Can I interest you in this staff or any scrolls in my wares?
I don't think there's anything here that I need. What about you, Torin?
I do not believe so. I will not be making that purchase, at least.
Very well. Well, if you change your mind, you know where to find me. You gentlemen have a wonderful day. So you guys could be thinking if you want anything else. I'm going to switch over to Fink and Core now. tell me what you guys are up to.
Looking for a hotel.
A hotel.
Looking for the bougiest one.
No.
One that I can
Actually, I have enough money. Actually.
So, again, you guys are in that central marketplace. You see some kind of shabbier looking houses down to the south, and some fancier looking houses up to the north. Are you wanting to talk to somebody at the marketplace or go to one of the housing districts?
Like somebody in the marketplace. I feel like typically, probably not just in a neighborhood.
Okay. Yeah, there's some passerby that you could stop if you wanted to.
Excuse me.
There's kind of an older male dwarf, and he says, "Yes, how may I help you?"
Do you know where the inn is, or any of them? Are there multiple?
The inn. For you travelers, I assume.
Yes.
Well, most travelers head on down south. There's not really much in the way of inns to the north, in the upper housing district. So, I'd recommend you head down there. There's a place called we just call it the bed and breakfast. You can stop down there if you'd like. Just watch your wallets, I suppose. He kind of chuckles.
Why's that?
Well, the lower housing district isn't really known for its safety, let's say that.
Thank you.
I'm sure adventurers such as yourselves will be just fine, but just keep an eye out is all.
Thank you.
He nods and kind of carries on.
Start heading that way, I guess.
Do.
Okay. You guys head down south, and the further south you go, further south you go away from the marketplace, the road kind of gets a little bit more shabby. You see some more of these broken down houses. Some of the roofs are kind of caving in a bit, or bits of the walls are missing. The people here wear, you see some similar clothing to what you saw in the marketplace, but there's a lot more people wearing like rags and things like that. And as you're going down kind of this main road, you see a dwarf on the side of the street, kind of kneeling with his hands cupped in front of him. And there are kind of some people passing him by. He notices you guys not being dwarves, and he says, Would you help a poor soul? Please. I need some money for tonight. I don't have no place to stay."
We're walking to the inn.
"I don't have no money for an inn. I lost it all just a few days ago. No one's helping me, ma'am. I just need 5 gold."
Oh no! You lost your money? Do you need help finding it?
It was taken from me, ma'am. I don't know where it went.
Who took it?
I don't know, some ruffian kid.
Well, that's very rude of them.
I was going to offer if you wanted to walk with us, we could buy you a room.
You would buy me a room?
I mean, that's what the money was going to be used for anyway, so I figure if you have to walk to the inn and you still need the money, you might as well just come with us, right? Or if you want to walk by yourself, you don't have to come with us. I was just offering.
I said, "Oh, kind madam." He goes to shake your hand. Will you let him shake your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. He grabs your hand
Awkwardly, but
he really he grasps it with both hands and shakes your hand hard. He's like, "Thank you, ma'am. I won't let you down. You won't regret this. I'll come with you to the bed and breakfast. I'll show you the way."
my body is leaning away from him, but I nod and smile.
He's definitely leaning forward. And he's like, come, I'll show you the way. And he starts walking towards the main road, or through the main road as you guys have been going, and then takes a turn into kind of a side road.
Does any indication about him give me the idea that he might be drunk?
Roll investigation.
It'll help if I know my modifier. Hold on. Oh, it's off to the side here. It's different. Investigation, you said 11.
11? Okay. You can't really tell.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna, like, jog to catch up with him. And I'm gonna hold out my hands, and in my hands is a couple of little pill bugs, and I am going to say, do you have time to hear about our Lord and Savior Bugs?
Wait, you hold out a bug and ask him if he wants to hear about your Lord and Savior Bugs? Is that what you said? Okay.
Because
I
I'm a
think my
cleric. I
familiar
think I
is still
should.
out as well.
Oh yeah, I have that too. But I think I just pull out like some pill bugs, and they're just like all crawling over each other in my hands. But I'm a cleric. I should probably talk about my religion at some point, maybe. So that seems like a good time.
Your Lord and Savior.
I mean,
is
as
bugs.
a cleric, you don't have to be worshiping a religion. You can worship You can like.
Listen,
It can be a
I said what I said. Lord and Savior Bugs.
That's not your Lord that we've talked about.
Listen, I was doing a bit, okay? I just asked him if he wants to. Do you want to see my bugs? I'm just
Is
very
that
excited.
what you say? Do you want to see my bugs?
As I'm showing my. Do you want to hold my bugs?
She reaches under her head, pulls off the lice. Here you go.
throws the lice in his hair.
He gives you a very strange look. He's like, right this way, right this way. And you carry on.
Oh, well, that's okay. And I'm just gonna start like pulling out different bugs and telling him very excitedly about them.
Okay. Don't mind me rolling dice. Oh, okay. Fink, I want you to roll me perception.
Okay. Oh yeah, baby! I perceive all the things. That's a 19.
19? Oh, wow, okay.
Tell me what my goblin eyes see.
So you're like showing him bugs as you're walking towards the bed and breakfast. And as he seems like kind of awkward and he's not sure what to make of you, but then he like starts to be a little more interested in like looking at the bugs and everything. And he like reaches out to touch one with his right hand, and as he's doing that, you notice his like left hand is like snaking into your pocket.
I'm gonna jump away, be like, oh, I don't keep any bugs in that pocket.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I thought you might have some rarer bugs. Anyways, right this way.
Okay, I'm gonna keep a step away from him. She's not stupid. She's just kind of stupid.
Okay. He does lead you to this place called Bed and Breakfast.
Wait.
Go ahead.
So, my understanding is that Fink is smarter than Haley.
Shut up.
Fink might be smarter than a 5th grader. Rumor has it. He takes you to this place called the Bed and Breakfast. There's a like really dinky wooden sign that just says Bed and Breakfast. The place looks a little bit dilapidated, but he says, "This is the place. I believe it's 5 silver for a night. A bit more silver for some food, perhaps. I would take anything you fine ladies are willing to spare."
All right. I give him a gold, and then I'll go up to the counter.
Okay. You hand him a gold, and he, like, starts to tear up. He's like, I so appreciate you, ladies. And listen, he turns to you, Fink. You like these small little creatures and critters, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is hurting my voice. I need some water. Woo!
Welcome to voice acting.
Well, my buddy Lance, he doesn't sell bugs per se, but he does sell some larger critters. Should you be interested, I'd be happy to introduce you.
Okay, that sounds kind of cool. Maybe we can do that after we get a room.
Okay, well, I'll just be eating a sandwich. Man, a sandwich sounds great right now.
What kind of sandwiches do you like?
I like. Have you ever had I haven't eaten a sandwich in a while. I'll have to see what they have.
I don't know, but I'm about to find out.
Gosh.
I've never had a sandwich. This will be my first time.
Maybe I'll just get soup. That sounds simpler.
Have you ever had soup?
He's like,
What kind of soup you like?
he's slowly getting more like New York like, gangster. I don't know why that's happening. He goes and sits down at a table, and you see him like call over a waiter, and they wouldn't have waiters. He goes up to the counter and he starts ordering. What do you guys do?
I also at the counter because I need to get some rooms.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not gonna go through this unless you guys want to ask the
I want
Thank you,
to
Brittany.
proselytize to everyone here. Bugs for everyone.
What kind of sandwiches do you like?
think as you're like showing the bugs to the innkeeper and everything, like it's a female dwarf. She's like, okay, whatever, honey, come on in. Like she does not seem to care at all.
Oh.
If you guys both want to take 5 silver out of your pockets, are you guys? How many rooms are you guys
Well-
getting?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. One for the girls and one for the boys. I'm not sure.
How
what
much
they
is a
want to do.
room?
It's 5 silver a room, honey.
Oh, I want my own room. Sharing is stinky.
All right, 5 silver.
You literally share your body with thousands of bugs.
Listen, other people are stinky. Have you ever smelled a bug? Do they smell stinky? No, only stink bugs. But those ones are okay. I don't mind them. The rest of you stinky.
I have smelled a bug.
What?
I smell stink bugs.
I literally just said stink bug, and I said
you
they're
cut
fine.
out.
Well, I'm gonna
You
say it
cut
again. Stink bugs are fine. Everything else, all of you people, stinky.
Okay, so you pay the innkeeper 5
Anyway.
silver. Meg, are you buying 2 rooms then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hand over 10 silver. She tells you where your rooms are at, and you guys now have 3 rooms reserved for the night.
Okie
Okie dokie.
Actually, I have no clue why she didn't want to share a room with Core, because I think like Core and her are really bonding. But it was kind of a spur of the moment decision. I saw that I had money, and I was
That's in
excited to
character.
spend it.
Yeah.
You had money that was burning a hole in your pocket.
Exactly, the same pocket that guy was looking for bugs in.
All right, so you guys have the rooms reserved. What do you want to do?
All right. Hey, maybe that guy can show us his buddy's Lance's shop.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to come if you don't want to.
No. I want to see the shop. He's a lot.
A
Yes,
lot
let's
of
go.
what?
He's very enthusiastic and touchy and weird.
I mean, everyone's a little weird.
We can just go. It's all right. Let's go.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go find our friend eating his. Is he eating soup or a sandwich?
You go over to him, and he's like, man, this is a good sandwich. And he's just like eating this stale piece of bread. There's no sandwich, it's just bread. And he's
I lean over to Fink. I go, "This is what I mean."
and he stands up. He's like, "Oh, hey, I can bring this on the road. Do you guys want to meet Lance?
I would love to.
Well, let me take you there." All right, we're switching back to guys and Torin. Are you guys wanting to check out any other shops, or what are you wanting to do?
I would be interested in looking for a weapon shop.
A weapon shop? Okay. All right. So you find one with kind of like a little smithery outside. You go in, and you see a young male dwarf, and he says, "Hello, newcomers. You in the market for a weapon?"
I might be, yes. What kinds of things do you have?
Well, it depends. What kind of weapons do you specialize in?
You could,
What kind of weapons
Do you have any
specialize in?
magical weapons?
Magic weapons?
Dang.
Well, that's not really my specialty per se, but I might have something around here. Let me take a look. He kind of goes into the back of the shop and rummages around a bit, and he comes out with what appears to be a cane. This cane here. Well, check this out. And he picks up the cane. It looks like an older person's like walking stick. And he like swings it around so that the part that's usually on the ground is in the air. It glows for a second, and then it turns into a long sword. He's like, check that out. And then he does it again, and the sword glows, and it turns back into a cane, and he puts it back on the ground.
And then he throws it on the ground, and it shakes, and it writhes, and then it turns into a snake.
No. He says, this thing can be hidden. It can be taken into places where you don't want anybody knowing that you've got yourself a weapon.
Torin could totally pull off a really dignified, like, not like an old man cane, but like this is like my fancy schwanky cane.
I know, that's literally why I asked him how much do you want for it.
Hold
Because
on.
I want this.
It's all for the aesthetic.
He says, well, this old thing, let's call it, I'd be willing to part with it for 125, let's say. Gold.
Does it have to be a long sword?
As far as I know, I haven't seen it turn into anything else.
I don't use long swords. Otherwise, I might just do it.
What happens if Torin picks it up and tries it?
Yeah, am I able to try this?
I suppose, but you break it, you buy it. He hands it to you.
Roll a sleight of hand check to see how well you can grab this out of this man's hand.
Yeah, actually do that. Don't crit fail.
17.
Okay, you're good.
Is there a phrase that needs to activate it? What must I do?
No, you just kind of direct your energy into it, as you would a spell if you're a spellcaster, and it'll activate.
I do that.
Okay, and it glows and turns into a longsword.
Into what?
A longsword. Oh, he says, I do have one more thing, if this is to your liking. Do you tell him that you're not specialized in longswords?
Yeah.
Okay. He goes into the back again and kind of rummages around. And when he comes out, he's holding a glaive. He says, now this one does something quite special too. And he
Reaches forward and stabs you.
there's a lamp. There's a lamp in his shop there, and he goes in and he blows out the light, and the shop gets very, very dark. And then he pulls this glaive out, and it glows brilliantly, like very, very bright, and the whole shop is illuminated. And then he flicks the flame back on the lamp, and the sword goes back to normal. Or I'm sorry, the glaive goes back to normal.
So it glows.
Yes, it casts a very bright light. Could be useful in a lot of situations. I call it the moon-touched glaive.
Fancy.
I mean, your naming convention's pretty good. I'm afraid I will have to pass. Do you have any normal daggers?
Normal daggers? Of course, yeah. Are you in the market? How many do you want?
How many do I have? I think I have 4. I do. I think I would just like 1.
Just one? All right. I will give it to you for 3 gold.
Pretty sure that's not market price, but
I'll let you roll if you want to determine if it is market price.
Where do I go to see that?
Well, your character wouldn't have internet access.
But
I'll let you roll investigation or history if you want.
or should I roll insight?
Insight, yes, insight.
What did I get? That's an 11.
11, okay. As far as you know, that sounds about right for a dagger.
3 gold pieces.
Yep.
Man, you are really trying to get us to spend all of our gold.
I'll tell you out of character, it's 2 gold pieces is market value.
No, silver's the other things. Never mind. Sure.
All right, deal. You give him 2 gold or 3 gold.
Yep.
Okay. You go ahead and buy the
Are there daggers on like the shelves? I'm asking you, are they like on the shelves? Do I pick one or does he just give one to me?
Oh, he's got some kind of sitting out on a table, and he shows you a variety of them.
Does any of them look so they all look about the same? I can't determine if one's fancier than the rest.
You can roll something if you'd like, but they look at surface level. They all look about the same.
Sure. What should I roll? Investigation.
You're trying to determine what if they're magic.
Or if they just look better crafted.
Okay. Sure. Roll me investigation.
Okay. That would be a 21.
21. Okay, yeah. So you notice some of these daggers have like starting cracks to form on some of them. Some of them, the hilt looks pretty worn. You kind of sift through some daggers. He's got quite a stash there on the table. And underneath some of those older looking ones, you find one with a nice leather hilt. And the blade looks almost pristine, like it's new. So you can grab that dagger and it'll cost the same amount.
Yes, I would like to do that then.
Okay. You go ahead and do that. Is there anything else you guys want to buy in that shop?
I would be interested in looking at a different weapon.
All right. What kind of weapon are you looking for?
I didn't have anything super specific in mind, but something light, something versatile. I've been using this staff for a while, and I touch the staff that's sheathed on my back. But I'm looking for maybe something a little newer, a little sharper.
Out of character, what are you looking for? You looking for a staff? You looking for some other weapon you've got proficiency?
Not a staff. I'm looking. I mean, stat-wise, I'm looking for something that's light and preferably has versatile. Because I think those are the things that I can use like monk stuff with. So I've just got a list of the weapons. I think long sword fits under that. Spear, short sword.
Okay. Yeah, he would have any of those basic weapons that you'd like. So what would your preference be?
Maybe I've been inspired by seeing the longsword cane. The extra magical component is unnecessary. I don't need that. Can I just see your standard longswords?
Longswords, sure. He kind of brings you over to a pile just kind of on the ground in the corner of his shop. Everything's kind of scattered all over in this shop. It doesn't look super fancy. And he brings you over to the longswords. He says, "For these, I'd give you a longsword for let's say you guys have already bought something here. I'll give you a bit of a discount. We'll say 15 gold."
Sounds reasonable to me.
And I'm not pushing you into this, but if you want to try to barter or anything like that, I would let you roll for that.
No, I don't think Gaius would.
Okay. All right. So you want to buy a longsword?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You hand over 15 gold and you acquire a longsword. Make sure you you both change those out in your inventory and spend the gold there.
Already done.
Okay. You guys want to check out anything else, or you want to walk out?
Not in this shop.
Okay. As you guys walk out, both roll me perception.
That would be a 19.
Dirty 20.
Wow. Okay. 19 and dirty 20. So I'll say you guys kind of look around as you exit the shop with your new weapons. Just kind of seeing what other shops are around in the area and what's going on around in the town. And you notice two things. Who rolled the 19? It doesn't matter. You both notice kind of on the other side of the road, there's like this little statue thing that just catches your eye. And it is this, it's about 4 feet high stone statue. And it's this like hooded figure with an arm outstretched, almost looking like in a handshake motion. Also on the opposite side of the street, against one of the walls of the shops, you see what looks to be a poster with a female dwarf's face on it, and at the top it says, "Wanted for theft."
I'm gonna go over to the poster and take a closer look.
Okay. Anything you're looking for specifically?
I just want to take a good look at the face to like if I happen to like see this person passing by that I would, connect.
Okay. Yes, so you go up and look at the face closer, and you see what looks to be a fairly young dwarf, maybe teenager or young adult, with short red hair. And it says at the bottom, kind of in smaller text, it says, "Wanted dwarf Honora for theft of scrolls, of spell scrolls from Lance's shop."
Have we met someone named Honora?
Don't recall the
That's what I
name.
was thinking too. That sounds.
I don't think so.
Not at least not
That sounds
here.
familiar.
Yeah, that sounded
Would've had to be
familiar
a
me
while
too,
ago.
but,
I don't have you guys, so I don't think you have.
There's no Lenora
Yes,
in my notes.
If it's not in
Okay.
Maggie's notes, it doesn't exist.
It didn't
That's the
happen.
truth. Okay, and that was from Lance's shop, it said?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna just double check that my money bag or my bag or whatever is secured tightly, double knotted or whatever. Tuck it deeper into wherever it is.
Okay. Sounds good. Are you guys wanting to continue shopping? Is there anything else you want to do before reconvening with Fink and Cora?
Do I see any shop that looks like it specializes in potions or has potions prominent?
Sure. Yeah, you notice a potion shop. Again, all these shops are kind of a little bit dilapidated. They don't look super fancy, but you do notice a shop with a potion sign outside the door.
Sure. Look at Torin, and I'd like to stock up on potions potentially, see if they have anything useful.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Approach the potion shop.
Okay. You enter in, and there is a female dwarf there, and she says, "Oh, hello. You're looking for. Oh my goodness, where are my manners? Well, welcome. How are you today?"
I'm doing well. I'm assuming this is. I do not recognize this person to be Honora.
No, she doesn't look like Honora.
Okay.
She says, "Oh, well, wonderful to
I'm
hear.
doing so well.
I'm so glad to hear you're doing well. Arthren, bless you." She kind of bows her head.
What was the name she said?
Arthren. You instantly recognize that is a name of. So I think we've mentioned the naming conventions with the gods. There are two gods, Hysh and Otheros. And different people often worship different aspects of those two gods. So there's only two, but they worship different parts or different representations of these gods. You can roll a history check if you want to see if you know what that suffix "ren," what aspect that would refer to.
Yep. History, you said?
Yeah. Or religion, actually.
I'll do history. 17.
17. Okay. Yeah, you recognize that this is a god or an aspect of Atheros that a lot of tradespeople worship. He is the aspect of trade and wealth.
You're the aspect of trade and wealth.
Yeah, I am. She says, how may I help you today? You're in the market for potions. Yes, we have all sorts. What type of effect are you looking for? You name it. I can probably brew it.
I didn't have anything too specific in mind. My companions and I are on a long journey. We're traveling. I just wanted to be prepared for any situation we might encounter on the road. What would you recommend?
Oh, for traveling. Well, healing potions are always good, of course. You could find those in most towns, though. Mine aren't anything particularly special. Let's see. You're traveling.
I've got a few healing potions in the stock. I was hoping for something that took advantage of your expertise.
Oh, wonderful. Yes. Well, of course, if you already have healing potions, we do have potions to make you move faster if you're on a journey. We have climbing potions should you wish to ascend cliff faces or rocky walls. We have potions that could help you in battle, make you stronger. I sometimes, rarely, I will brew invisibility potions, assuming that the buyer isn't too, forgive me, but suspicious. You know what I mean. But you folks seem like fine folk. I would be happy to make any kind of potion that you wish. Those might be my recommendations for travelers such as yourself.
Certainly. I'd be interested in possibly a selection of those.
Are you looking for one in particular?
Invisibility. I'd take that one, maybe the speed one as well.
Well, invisibility is a bit on the pricier end. For you, I know that you're probably new to this town. I would be willing to part with it for we'll say 300 gold.
That may be a bit beyond my price range.
If that's out of your price range, may I recommend some more common potions, which is fine. Common potions can be just as helpful as some of the rarer ones, depending on the situation. Would you be wanting a potion of climbing? I could sell that to you for 45 gold.
For such a price, I'm not certain about that. Thank you very much for showing me your wares and telling me all this. I think right now I may have to pass, but I appreciate you.
Okay. She says, well, very well. If you ever have any need of any sort of potions, please do come in. And for this being your first time, please allow me to give you a sample, if you would be open to that.
I wouldn't refuse. That's very kind.
Okay, so this is homebrew land here. I'm going to give you a modified potion of healing with a lesser effect. So if you want to add to your inventory a custom item, maybe call it potion of lesser healing or something, and it'll give you 1d4 plus 1 HP. So it's like a very small potion of healing.
Of lesser healing.
And Torrenchi will give you 1 as well.
Oh, I just get one?
Yep. She says, "It was so nice to meet you both. Please let me know if you need anything, or if you need any help finding your way around the town. Thank you for coming in. And Arthur, bless you."
You as well.
Okay. You guys leave the shop. What are you guys doing?
I think I've looked at everything that I wanted to see.
Can I go back to the wanted poster and see if there's any thieves' cant around the wanted poster?
Sure. Roll me investigation.
If I will investigation. A 17.
Okay. So you go around the sign knowing that sometimes thieves will leave secret marks nearby the wanted posters to help other thieves or people they know, people in the Thieves Guild, help to find them or keep them safe or impart some knowledge to keep other thieves out of harm's way. You notice a symbol just a little bit beneath the wanted poster, kind of out of the way, looks very unassuming, and it is the symbol for mine, as in the location, like where mining would be done.
I'll walk over to Gaius and ask if he wants to do some headhunting.
You mean searching for the Nora was her name?
Yes.
As you guys are talking, Fink and Core and the dwarven man that they met kind of come walking up the main street, and you guys see them. They haven't noticed you yet.
The girls are walking towards us?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see what this has to do with us. We're on a trip, we're on a schedule. And besides, we wouldn't know where to start looking anyway.
I have a pretty good idea.
Dun dun dun!
And that's where the episode ends. Thanks, everybody.
We are close. I'm gonna end us soon. Fink and Core, you guys walk up. The dwarven man that you guys met kind of keeps walking forward. Are you guys gonna stop when you see Torin and Gaius, or walk on by them?
I'm gonna wave and say, "Hi! We're gonna go look at some critters. Wanna come?"
Where are these critters?
Also, question Jay, where's Drell?
That's a good question. Okay, I'm gonna say when
that
you
was
guys.
a nice walk. Bye.
He was outside of render distance.
It's hard with like the quieter characters too, who don't interact as much. I'm gonna say he kind of came along with you guys and didn't really say much when you guys met the dwarven man on the side of the road. He went with you to the bed and breakfast. He paid for a room as well, and he's gonna stay in the bed and breakfast. And he's just eating a meal. He's like, you guys go check out this shop. I'm gonna rest here for a while.
Okay.
Cool.
We're about to get kidnapped, and he's just eating a sandwich. So good.
They don't have sandwiches. It's just stale bread.
Oh.
Oh, so that guy's really disappointed.
He doesn't know.
Is this what a sandwich is like? Man.
The dwarf, who I'm gonna modify the voice of so that I don't cough as much, he's like, "Oh, do you guys know each other?"
These are my traveling buddies.
Oh, well, wonderful. We're going to see Lance. He's got some critters these ladies would like to check out. Are you want to come too? I'm sure Lance would love to meet you all.
Few things. First, who are you?
My name's, you can call me Jim.
All right,
Okay.
Jim. And then this Lance, is this the same Lance who was stolen from by that Enora girl?
He kind of pauses a little bit and looks over at the poster next to you guys, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That was a few days ago. Yeah, I guess he got some shipment of spell scrolls or something, some such stole from him. Yeah, he's been hanging up these posters for some time. Well, you guys are adventurers. I suppose you might be able to help him out with that if you were up for it. But forget that for now. Let's go chat with the lad. I'm sure he'd love to meet some potential customers in the business of buying critters."
Following along, I suppose. And Torin, if you're really interested in looking for this girl, this might be the place to start and learn some more.
Sure, I'll go with him.
Okay. So he leads you guys down the main road, and eventually you come to a shop kind of near the edge of the market district, where you see a decent sign above a shop that says Lance and Liz. You come into the shop, and there's an older dwarf there, and he says, "Oh, hey, Jim, how's it going?"
His name is Jim.
And Jim says, "Oh, hey, Lance, listen, I heard these fine folks are in the business of buying some critters, and I thought I'd have them stop by and check out your wonderful pets." And Lance looks at you guys and says, "Oh, you're in the market of..." Oh my gosh, I can't do that. I'm going to talk more normal. He says, "Oh, you're in the market of buying some critters, huh?"
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh, I am.
He looks at you, Fink, and he says, "Oh, well, what kind of critters do you like?"
I hold out my handful of pill bugs. I like bugs.
He kind of eyes you a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, well, you seem to have a fine connection with those bugs. They seem pretty happy staying with you."
I hope so. I have them all named. This one is Billy, and this one is Hefe, and this one is Frank, and this one is Dee Dee, and this
Anyway, kid, I've got
You the next 20 minutes.
I've got something that I think you would love to see. And he kind of comes around from his stand and kind of motions you guys into his shop. He seems especially excited about you, Fink.
Okay, I'm very excited to follow him in.
Okay, do you guys all go in?
Yep.
Okay, the room explodes, you all die. He takes you
Wow,
around
you didn't
back.
even ask me if I wanted to go in.
I asked you and you didn't answer.
He said, "Do you all?"
And then
And
we
I
all
never
responded
consented.
except you.
Okay, you guys head on in, and this is unlike the other shops that you've seen. You're used to, these kind of cluttered shops. They're dilapidated, and this one isn't the fanciest either. There's a small kind of storefront as he brings you in with, a counter and some cabinets behind it. There's a lot of scrolls on there. He says, "This is where Nora stole from me the other day. I don't know if you've seen the wanted posters around, but my spell scroll supply is a bit low now." But anyway, he leads you past the counter, and you see what looks like kind of a miniature stable. And he says, This is where my prize lizards live." And you see in all these little stables, there are these giant lizards. They're a little under 2 feet in height, and they've got different colored scales. And he looks at you, Fink. He's like, "Well, what do you think?"
Do they eat bugs?
Sometimes they do. They also eat some different types of plants, if you'd prefer.
I would prefer that, please.
Oh, no problem. We sell feed along with it. But anyway, giant lizards are one thing. You can find them roaming around. But I've got something quite special here. And he goes over to the counter and kind of shuffles around, and he pulls out a ring that's got like a jewel embedded into it. And he says, check this out. He slides the ring onto his finger and just kind of pauses for a moment and looks at one of the lizards. It's got like some purplish scales in one of the stables. And as he does, the lizard like climbs over the door, comes running along the floor, and sits like right in front of him, almost like a little dog. And he looks at you, Fink.
But you put on a ring and your lizard walk up to you. I'm confused.
He says, yes, watch this. He takes off the ring, and the lizard like gets out of its sitting position and just kind of like looks regular. It looks like it's just kind of milling about randomly. He slides the ring back on and it immediately sits down again and looks at him.
Oh, so it's like you trained it.
Sort of. So they are trained. These are friendly giant lizards, but these rings, I've designed them as specialized two-way, sorry, not two-way. Well, yeah, two-way. They're two-way communication channels between the wearer and the lizard. Now, you can't have like full conversations per se with a lizard. Its brain doesn't really work that way, but you can give it simple commands. It can let you know how it's feeling, and you can ride it around. And he goes into this shelf behind him and pulls out this saddle. He's like, these things can get people around quite nicely. They are really sturdy for their size. And I think they'd be a big help for adventurers such as yourself, should you be interested.
I have been saying that the lizard is the boat of the underground.
Oh no, we're not doing that again.
Doran, buy us a lizard.
Well, I was gonna say, I think this sandwich guy, I think Jim is gonna be our new Jean Lafoot.
Oh no.
Welcome aboard, Jim. It's all coming together.
Okay, quick backstory for our listeners. We had a campaign that we didn't record. We didn't get super far in it before we did this. And Bowie's, what was it? Charisma or deception or something?
Was
my charisma
astronomically
was
high.
Yeah,
because
like,
I
it
didn't
was-
know. I
it was
still don't know how to
wrong.
make a D&D character properly, but I made him completely incorrectly.
He did it incorrect and broke it, and his charisma was so insanely high that he convinced
All of my
the shopkeeper-
stats were horrible across the board because rather than doing whatever it is you're supposed to do to make a character, I just rolled 5d20s and those were my stats. So my charisma was 20.
So-
Base level 1.
Yeah, and that was like before any modifiers or anything. So
Yeah.
he had crazy, and he just like bought an entire sailboat in like episode 2 or session 2.
I stole Megan's purse and then framed it on the person selling us the boat.
Yes, and he
The
was
blackmail zone.
Louis' character was Captain Crunch, and Captain Crunch canonically has a friend or something named Jean Lafoot, and they found some criminal and like adopted. I don't know. It was this whole thing. Anywho, he says, "What do you say? How would you?" He's looking at you again, Fink. He's like, "How would you like to have your own giant lizard who you can communicate with and can take you places quick as a whistle?"
That's kind of cool. I mean, it's not a bug, but I do like it. How big is this lizard compared to me? For a real life comparison, like a Komodo dragon-sized lizard, larger, smaller.
Yeah, it's about the size of a
He said
Komodo
2 feet.
dragon. Yeah, maybe even a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Oh, and he does say, now these things aren't massive and they can't hold all the weight in the world, but these could hold, he looks at the 4 of you, probably one of the tall ones and one of the small ones.
I like it. So
Are you calling me fat?
I said tall.
Can I real quick, can I see, just like make sure that it looks like they're living in good conditions, they're looking healthy and happy and thriving?
Roll investigation or I'd let you do animal handling.
I'll take animal handling.
Okay.
Natural 20!
Okay. So yes, they look like they have enough food. The habitats look safe enough. It's not like incredibly fancy, but it does seem like he's putting care and effort into upkeeping these animals and giving them good lives.
All right.
He says, my bug-loving friend?
So you said they are in good conditions?
Yes.
Okay. How much is this?
He says, well, listen, they are a little pricey. But I promise you, these lizards are trained unlike any lizard you'll see. These rings, these are my own invention. They've taken my own blood, sweat, and tears to be able to develop this magical technology. Each lizard comes along with one of these rings, and I'll also throw in a saddle as well. The total cost per lizard is 300 gold.
Oh, that is more than I have.
I would go in with you.
We could share a lizard together. It will be our child.
He says,
Well, actually,
Oh, go ahead.
it would probably be most beneficial if we got two, if we're going to continue traveling together. That way we could all move faster. But I would
get wrecked.
Well, he's only going with us to the next town.
Which is where we're
Or
at
like-
now,
This is the
right?
next time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he's not coming any
suppose
further.
that's true.
I would love.
but if we just want one, that's fine too.
I think it would be kind of weird if we only had one. But
Have we
It's
considered
better
the cost
typically for
of
animals to
upkeep?
have
We
a
to be able
companion.
to feed this thing too?
Well, they eat bugs.
no.
I don't think that's an option.
Omnivores are perfectly natural. It's a circle of life, think.
No, I don't like that.
I'm not trying to intercede in this conversation or stop this conversation. Mechanically, I'm not going to make you pay for upkeep.
Wow. I think a big lizard friend would be cool as long as it does not eat my bugs.
150 each, then?
For us to get two lizards, do the boys have enough money left? They kind of went shopping.
Lance,
I'm not spending my money on a lizard.
Lance, Kinda.
If we went in, we probably could get another lizard, but I don't know.
How much
Gaius has
was
not
the
yet come
reward
in.
money for catching a Nora?
Oh.
it didn't have a reward listed, but he hears you guys kind of going back and forth about it, and it seems to pause for a moment, and he's like, "Listen, as I said, these are my pride and joy. I raised these lizards, every single one of them, by my own hand. I developed these rings and this magic that lets us communicate with them. So I can't do much about the price, but there is an unusual situation going on, and I am willing to compromise. You may have seen the wanted posters outside. This Honora character, she intercepted a delivery of spell scrolls. I sell spell scrolls. A lot of people can't afford the lizards, understandable. So I sell spell scrolls as well to support my business. And this Honora,
Spell scrolls.
I sell spell scrolls
You
on the
spell-
seashore with Sheila. This Honora character is destroying my livelihood. She intercepted this delivery, made off with them. I don't know where she went. I don't know what she's doing with them, but I want my scrolls back. I need to be able to make some dough. So tell you what, if you
Some dough.
can capture Honora, and if you can get my delivery, my shipment of spell scrolls, I am willing to do a deal. I'm willing to do a buy one, get one on my prized lizards. I need Honora back, and I need the spell scrolls back. What do you say?
She intercepted the shipment before it arrived here, you mean?
Correct.
Then how do you know it was her?
Well, some folks saw her when she intercepted it. She's not the best at hiding, I suppose. But they say she made off. I don't know where she went now, but I've got it on eyewitness account that it was her. I know she did it, and I know she's got those scrolls. I don't know what she's planning on doing with them, but I need them back. And I'm willing to give you a free lizard if you will do this for me. You buy one, I'll give you the other one. No cost. You get the ring, you get both saddles, everything you need for 2 lizards.
Deal.
Give us a moment to discuss.
All right, take the time you need. And he goes back and starts feeding some of the lizards.
Now, I'm torn about this because we could move faster if we had mounts. That's true, and it would get us to our destination quicker. But on the other hand, I'm worried about finding food for them. I'm worried about when we're staying at an inn, for instance, where the lizard's going to stay. There's not lizard parking just out and about everywhere.
Turns out there is lizard parking.
Got him.
Would stables be a fairly common thing for inns to have, though?
Not particularly.
Horses down
There's
here.
not
surely.
horses, right?
Sure. I don't think that food is much of an object. I mean, we can check with him, obviously, on the specifics of their diet, but, I mean, vegetables and bugs are not that difficult to find. And also, if worst comes to worst, I have good berries.
Oh, that's true.
So I
Well,
wouldn't worry so much about that.
Like I said, I'm not necessarily opposed. I just want us to think this through before we buy a lizard. Or 2.
I agree. We're not exactly bounty hunters, but it would help us a lot, I think. And it's not like there's a strict time limit on the delivery, so
That's
maybe
true.
we just look into it a little bit, and if it doesn't work out, we can always move on.
Horan, I remember you said earlier you had a thought about this. What was it you noticed?
Well, there was an interesting tip on the notice for her arrest that
Which was?
told a location. I'm not sure if that's where she is, but it certainly was intriguing.
Alright, so if nothing else, we have a lead. We wouldn't just be searching blind.
Which is maybe more
Yeah.
than what other people have.
Well, I'll consent to the will of the group on this.
Why don't we at least go and take a look? It might be worth our time.
Alright.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so you guys are wanting to follow the lead.
Quest accepted.
We
you-
did it, guys!
Do you like?
Huzzah!
Do you call Lance over, or let him know you're done, or?
Sure.
Okay. He walks on over. He says, "So what will it be? What do you think?"
I believe that we will accept your proposition.
He kind of claps his hand together and goes, "Excellent. Well, I'll be glad to have that blacklist runner back and my delivery safe and sound."
Oh, she's a runner?
Oh, yes. Didn't I mention? Yes, she was a runner, so she would help deliver these goods. And, you know, as I'm sure you know, when a runner breaks their promise, when they don't deliver what they said they'll deliver, they get on the blacklist. So she's one of them blacklist
The
runners.
naughty list?
Yeah, they don't get any presents. They get coal in their stockings. It's a whole to-do. But unfortunately, I don't have any idea where she is. Nobody's heard from her. I've not seen her around. I got no clues for you to start. As I said, I will be happy to give you one of my prize lizards if you get this back for me.
I'm sure we can find a lead. We'll figure something out. Don't worry.
All right. Well, best of luck to you, and I'll be here when you return.
Go.
Okay. All right. So I'll say this, Torrent, you know that word was mine, but you don't know anything about this place. You don't know where that would be. So if you're wanting to pursue this, you guys would probably either have to hunt around for some sort of mine, or talk to somebody and get some information on where you might find a mine.
Excuse me,
Okay.
Jim. You're a local, right?
Oh gosh. Yeah, what of it?
Wait, I don't. Tor, have you or Banner? Have you said you haven't said it's the mine yet, right?
No, I am trying to keep that information from getting out.
Never mind. I don't call Jim over. I
Okay.
instead turn to Torin and I say, "This Jim guy seems to he seems to like us, I guess, and he seems to be a local. You think maybe you could, based on the whatever tip you found, do you think he could help us?"
Torrent dies.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Jim still.
No, I realized that I didn't have the tip to ask Jim about, so I'm asking you about the tip to ask to Jim.
Can I roll an insight check on Jim?
Yes. What are you trying to intuit?
Is this man a trustworthy individual?
Okay.
Suppose we could have asked the ladies on that, but we didn't.
Oh, it was almost a 18. 6.
6. You have just met this guy. You don't know what this city is like. You don't know if this guy is out of the ordinary or if this is kind of how most people are here. It's really hard to tell what his intentions are. But if you, as Gaia said, if you'd like to talk to Fink and Core about it, you can.
No, I don't want to talk to this man.
Well,
This man
Are-
seems
are we
extremely
still-
untrustworthy.
are we in a, or is Jim within earshot, or Lance, or are we in a private spot?
No, they've kind of stepped away. You guys are talking privately.
Okay. Well, if you don't trust Jim, then that's fine. But what was it that you noticed?
Well, this tip said mine, which I'm assuming means that there must be someone nearby who believes that it's theirs. No. No, that there must be a mine nearby where she is currently setting up camp.
Did you say the other part out loud? Or
No.
was that just a band? Okay. Well, because I feel like, because that was in Thieves' Cant, right?
Yeah.
Is
That could be calling out that it's someone else's.
Yeah, that could be them saying, "Hey,
I
this
thought
is."
about that, but
No,
Yeah.
you could tell this was the way that it was written, the way that it was symbolized. That is a location.
uh-huh.
Maybe we go back outside, and if there's someone selling ores, or someone who looks like they're using resources from a mine, maybe we can ask them where they get their resources from. Or if there's a blacksmith, maybe something like that.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys didn't see any blacksmith shops specifically here, but you did notice the weapon shop that you went into. They had like a little small kind of forge area outside. It didn't look like they did a ton of like crafting there or metalwork, but maybe more like smaller repairs and things like that. I forget who you talked to in there.
I have to the party. I bought this longsword. I just got it at a weapon shop, and it's a metal sword. There were plenty of metal weapons there. Maybe they have a contact or shipments that come in from a specific spot. That might be a good place to start.
All right.
Okay. You guys are wanting to go there?
To the weapon shop.
Okay. This will be the last bit of the night here. So you guys go back into the weapon shop, all four of you, unless anybody wants to stay outside. And the male dwarf who sold you the dagger and the longsword is standing behind the counter and says, "Oh, back again. You need anything else?"
No, I just wanted to make a note. I've been just testing the sword out, getting used to the feel of it, and it's truly an incredible quality of the blade here. I'm very impressed with it. I was just wondering where you got material like this.
Roll me deception. The DC is not going to be very high. Just don't get like a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
What?
I'm having him roll deception because he hasn't been testing the sword.
9.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. He says, "Oh, well, thank you. I can't take all the credit. I don't make a lot of these weapons myself. The mine here has been out of commission for a long time. It's been emptied. It's been abandoned for certainly as long as I've been alive. I think for much, much longer. So I don't know exactly where all this material comes from. I get it in a lot of trade shipments, but why are you a blacksmith yourself?"
No, I just care about the quality of my tools, and I've used some tools of poor quality, so it was refreshing to have something this nice.
Well, of course, yeah. I wish the mine here was still going. I mean, having equipment right here would certainly help make trade easier. Wouldn't have to get things from so far away, but I suppose good things can't last forever.
I suppose so. How much farther is it? Where's the old mine compared to the new one?
Well, there is no new mine. I trade from other towns to get this equipment. The old mine is south of here, but as I said, it's not been used for centuries. As far as I know, it's long been mined out.
No, that's a shame. Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, it is. But we make do. Anything else I can help you with?
I don't believe so. We're heading back to our inn for the night, and just wanted to compliment you on the craftsmanship, even if it turns out it's not truly yours.
Oh, well, certainly. I wouldn't want to venture into those old mines anyway. I think they're filled with monsters and the like now, but the old Orem mine must have served people well back in the day. But just know that you're welcome anytime you want to come back here, and I'll give you the finest quality that I can.
Much appreciated. Have a good night.
Okay. You guys walk out of the shop. Any last conversations before we finish things up here?
I'd pull Core aside. Sorry, can I just have a word quickly?
Oh, yeah. What is it?
Guys is not fidgeting, but he's just kind of uncomfortable and just sort of tense about this for some reason. And he's got the sword that he pulled out in the weapon shop, just talking about it with the shopkeeper and examining the blade and stuff. He's still just holding it, and he's just looking at the sword and just running his hand along the blade and stuff. Well, I've been really meaning to buy a new weapon for some time, and finally found the opportunity here in this shop. So this is my sword now. This is what I can use, and I don't really need my staff anymore. It's fine, but it's served its purpose, and well, I just figured maybe you would want it I know it is just a quarterstaff, but I trust it would work for casting if you wanted a spare, maybe. I just thought it would be better to not let it go to waste.
I appreciate that. My staff is actually sort of important to me. It was a gift from my grandmother. But you know, I guess you're not wrong. It can't hurt to have a spare.
Oh well, it doesn't matter if you don't want it to. I understand if you're sentimental about your weapon. If you don't want to carry this one, it really doesn't matter.
No, I'll hold on to it. Just looking at it, like, well, I mean, what does it look like? I guess.
It's unusual for especially like just among staff. Like they're normally pretty like smooth and all made sort of the same way. This one is like sort of gnarled and not perfectly straight. Like it looks more natural. And you can tell that at the top of it, like there used to be more, but it was chopped off. So it has been, it's not just like a tree branch, it's not totally natural. Like it obviously has been smoothed some to make it effective as a melee weapon.
Yeah.
But it's not a standard staff.
It's very unique.
Yeah.
What happened to it?
Oh, I just fashioned it out of something else. Like I said, that's why I needed a new weapon. This one's just old and really not of great quality anyway. I've been looking to replace it for a while.
That's all right. It has some other qualities.
Yes, well, I go and hand it to you just quickly, just like basically just like tossing it into your hands.
Sure.
Well, if you decide that you don't want to use it or carry it around or anything, that's fine. But just maybe give it back to me if you decide you don't want it. Like I said, I'd hate for it to just go to waste, even if it is an old piece of junk. Somebody can use it.
No, it's not junk. Thank you.
All right. Well,
I appreciate it.
of course, of course.
Okay. We are going to wrap the episode there. Gaius, go ahead and click that little inspiration thing up there. I love it. Very good.
You already
Okay.
have one.
Oh yeah, did you already have one?
I'm gonna stick these stabs together like a bunch of Crayola
No, I
marker
didn't have
staff. I'll just keep layering them.
Yeah, really long staff. Okay, so you guys have a destination in mind, the Aurum Mine that has long been abandoned. And we will wrap up there. So thank you, everybody, for listening. We're excited to get into some of this new stuff. I wanted to shout out a couple things real quick. So one, we have a Discord that you can find. I believe it's in the description of the podcast itself, where you can come and chat with us and learn more about the podcast. We've also been making a lot more songs, and there are a lot of music and songs to come in the future. Gaius writes 99% of those and does an excellent job.
Gaius does not write anything.
Well, Gaius doesn't write them. Billy does.
Who is the other 1% of people who have created music for the podcast?
Well, those aren't public yet, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But those are on the SoundCloud that we have, which I believe is also linked in the descriptions, or the description of the podcast is definitely on the Discord if you are interested. We've expanded to social media. We are on a lot of different podcasting platforms, so find us on your favorite one. But thank you all for listening. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and we will all see you next time. So thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next time, and goodbye.